Hello. Hello. So, this is my planner, and this is my first video on here, so forgive me. It might be a little rough. I typically go back and forth between an A5 Exceed planner and a composition planner. So this is my A5 Exceed planner, which I decided not to use this school year because I needed more room, but then circumstances changed, so I'm actually now in the middle of deciding if I want to go back to it, if I want to stick with this. But for now, this is my planner that I'm using. It's just a composition book from Unison. It is a grid, and it has 200 pages, which is awesome. It's got the right number of pages that I need. And here we go. So what I did was I took scrapbook paper and glued it on, overlapped, folded in the edges, and then glued another piece on here. And then I took clear contact paper, which I don't know if you can see, it's a little shiny, and covered that as well in the inside cover. So it's just a little bit stronger and a little somewhat waterproof. On the back, I did the same thing, except I cut a manila envelope and taped it in here, so I've got a place for stickers. So those stickers that I carry a lot, or that I use more often, I just shove in here, the ones I use every week for trackers and things like that. And then this is just my leftover washi tape page. So I'm going to do a little flip through of my planner first, give you an idea of what it looks like and how I use it. So this is obviously a composition book. I know most people, tend to use either a lined composition book, or if they do use a composition book, they use it for art journaling or, something like that. But this is my everyday bullet journal type planner. So I've got my index page and an extra couple pages in case I need it, but I don't generally go beyond, one page. That's usually enough for me. This is what a typical weekly might look like. I generally use stickers from Happy Planner or from places like Planner Envy. This is a Planner Envy sheet that I've used quite a bit this year. But by making my columns 8 squares wide, that is about just a little over 1.5 inches, which is perfect for those Happy Planner stickers. Typically what I do is I divide it into 7 with 8 squares each. That gives me a little room on the side, a bigger spot down here where I can do my running to-do list. I leave a little bit at the top, so I have a place for special things that are coming up that day, like garbage, if it's someone's birthday, things like that. But typically I just write out my schedule and then I fill in the gaps here and there if I have anything specific that I want to remember. And then at the bottom I have my meal plan down here. So typically what I will do is write down what we have the night that we have it. I tried to do a meal plan in advance, but my life and my brain can be a little chaotic sometimes, so it works out better for me to write down what we had for dinner so that I can go back and look. For instance, if we had, tostadas on Thursday, then I know, okay, then we're not going to have, tostadas again on Saturday unless we're having leftovers. Something like that. Anyway, so as we page through here, this was a week that the kids and I took a road trip to Kansas City. So there's fewer boxes and events and more just journaling. This is a typical monthly spread. So this is August. And what I do is I use this somewhat for future planning. Well, I should say mostly for future planning, but I only do my next few months ahead at a time. I generally don't have like each month already planned out ahead in my planner because for me, um, that's just not how you do it. Anyway, these boxes are 9 squares across, and so slightly larger than the weekly, but I still have a little room on the side to put specific monthly things I need to remember, like take the cat fountain filter and replace it, put the new, I get kitty poo disposable litter boxes, and those come once a month, and then switch out the AC filter. Clearly, I did not do all of those things in August, but, you know, I digress. Anyway, I keep track of paydays, birthdays, appointments, vacation days, all of those kinds of things. This I did before we went on our Kansas City trip, so just a packing list, school shopping list, things I want to try to get done before school starts. This is my future planning. It's kind of chaotic and I don't love this layout, but it is what it is. The green are my working days. I work at a school, and those are the school-related days off, holidays, etc. The rest, there's birthdays. You know, if I don't have, for instance, my February calendar written out, but I know there's a date in February, I write it here. And then when I do my February calendar, I refer back to this and I know what I need to put on there. These are payday dates, etc. This is a list of shows that I'm currently watching or that I want to watch or I'm about to start watching. And I just keep track of, you know, how far I am. These are the books I've read. I have not read very many books this school year so far. I started this in August, so I've only read 3 books since August, and it's the end of October, so that's not too great for me. But anyway, I'll work on it over the winter break. Meal ideas. Sometimes I just can't think of what to make for dinner, and this gives me a list of things I know my kids will eat. This is a continuation of the other what to watch list. I just turned to the next blank page. This is August and September trackers. I try to keep track of things that seem important, but some things I do more consistently. August and September were very busy for me. Period tracker, things I need to bring in each of the bags I carry on a regular basis. These are school calendars. At the beginning of the year, I print off the calendar and put it right in my planner, and then I always know when breaks are and those kinds of things. This is another weekly spread. I really like this one because it is simple and colorful. I was able to do quite a few things on my list. You know, my first day back to school, I made a list of things I need to bring that day. Here's September. I don't love the highlighting. I thought it would be a way for me to do a quick at a glance of when our days off are, but I hate the color, so oh well, you live and you learn. These are some notes I took. I was planning on officiating volleyball this year, but my son played soccer and all of his games lined up with all of the high school games. So I wasn't able to do it this year. I'm hoping to be able to do it next fall. Another weekly spread. I really like having a spot for my running to-do list. Some of these are things I need to do immediately. Some of these things are things that I've been carrying over for a while, which is okay. You know, and I cross things out and I write arrows and I use my handy dandy whiteout tape. I love this stuff, my whiteout mini. I carry one with me everywhere I go. But, you know, another weekly. Here are more notes over volleyball. More notes. These were some of the dates for things I need to remember for school. This is October, so we're just finishing up with October. Again, I don't love the highlighting, but it is what it is. And you can tell I'm busy. I have kids and a job, and so I cross things out and rewrite things and draw arrows, and that's what I do. Here's another pretty set that I got from Happy Planner, and I really like just randomly sticking stickers. It just makes me happy. This week, was the beginning of the school year, just kind of getting back into it. And then the next week, I try to keep it simple sometimes, and then other times I like to get a little more elaborate. This is just some self-care stuff. I was trying to figure some things out about my life. Here's my November spread coming up. Again, don't love the highlighting. I might go over that with a different color at some point, but like I said, busy. We've got practices, family plans, different events coming up. And then we're back to a September weekly spread. When I start getting a lot of dates ahead of time that I need to fill in, I'll go ahead and make the next monthly. There's no specific rhyme or reason to it, which is why I have November in the middle of my September weeklies, but that doesn't bother me. I love these reusable tabs. They're great for being able to, have a little tab on the side, but they don't stick out too much. If it's a weekly, like this one, for instance, is this week, it just says today on it, so I can move that week to week until it wears out, and then I get a new one. I put notes on the sides of things that I need to remember to do. But generally, most of the writing in the middle of the week is either a list of things I'm going to get done that day, or little journaly things. I like to write, like when my daughter comes over. She lives out on her own, and she'll come over once in a while. Keep track of who was here when. Just, I don't know. I just like to look back through it sometimes. These were notes over a meeting I had. These are things that my kids have told me that they want or need or would like to have at some point. I haven't really filled much of this out because Christmas and holidays are coming up, but this is just kind of long-term stuff. Here's another weekly, end of September. I generally decorate a little bit ahead of time. I write in the appointments, and then day by day I'll go in and either add some writing, or I might throw some more stickers on there, but generally most of this writing is done throughout the week. This is my Christmas layout, or December layout. Again, I hate the highlighting. Yeesh. But, whatever. Yeah. So here we are back to September. This one I really liked just because it was simple. I like that, just simple colors. I like to leave my room plenty of space. I'd like to leave plenty of room. Wow. To write things in as I need to, but sometimes you just have an empty spot, and that's okay. Now here we are in October. Went a little crazy with the pumpkin theme. This was another planner set I got from Planner Envy, which I really like and have used it. One thing I like about it is I can use it on more than one week without feeling like I'm going crazy. Here's this month's tracker. I'm not proud of how well I did this month, so I covered it, but November will be down here. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better. Then over here I've just got do all the things. These are specific parts of my house that I need to do a little more specific work on. And then I'm hoping that I can chip away at each thing here and there and get some things cleared up and organized and maybe not quite so crazy. This is Christmas list. So this side, these are all people that I don't currently live with. my 3 children, another daughter, her boyfriend. The reason I don't have her as big of a box is because she always just asks for money. That's fine. These are the 3 that live at home and have already given me their Christmas list. And then other people that I'd like to get gifts for. But got to start that planning now, and then I highlight as I either order things or get things in, or whatever. It's a little easier that way. This is another October monthly. This is a really pretty layout with the flowers and the colors. Very fall. I just really enjoyed this one a lot. Sorry, the lighting is weird. My window's open. Here, I was trying to figure out some stuff about school. I wanted to go back to school. These are all the classes I would need if I went back for my MBA. These are classes I would need if I went and got a certification. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of a schedule I'd be looking at, so I had to just write it all out, and then I could get the big picture, so to speak. Here's another October layout. I really like this one. This is Happy Planner, Disney Nightmare Before Christmas, which is one of my favorite movies. And it's got lots of cute colors and themes. So I basically use this for both Christmas and Halloween. But this was a fun one to do. I just picked all the purpley things and made a layout. This was last week. I didn't get anything written in on Sunday because I didn't do a whole lot. That's okay. I'll probably go back in today and write a few things down, but yeah, it was kind of a long week. Some things kind of came on that I didn't love, but that'll happen. I still have some things I need to do from last week. Most of these are long term, but some of them I can get done today, so we'll work on that. This is this week. So this is what my week looks like before the pen. So practice for my son for basketball. My daughter has to be picked up at 5 from school. Tuesday, my son has a dentist appointment. My daughter has to be picked up at 5:15. Wednesday, my daughter has no school, and so we're going to spend the day working on getting some things done around the house. Thursday, nothing specifically planned. I'm enjoying that. Friday, my in-laws are going to be here. They're taking us out to eat. Excuse me. Saturday, our church is having a craft fair. My son has practice, and we pick his uniforms up later in that day. It's my older son's birthday. I'm excited for him. He's going to be turning 18. And then on Sunday, daylight savings time ends. That's about it for that day. But like I said, my in-laws will be here spending the night. That'll be a lot of fun. I always have a great time when they're here. These little coffee cups I've had on every layout actually are for days when I work, but due to life circumstances, I quit my job, and so I will be taking these off because I will no longer be working. Financially, I was able to swing it so that I don't have to work while I go back and take the classes I was going to take, so thank the Lord for that. And some other life things have come up, and I just need to concentrate on being a mom right now, so that's what I'm going to do. So that is this week, beginning of November, and that's it. And look, I've done, August through November, and I'm not even quite halfway through. This is actually, halfway is right here. So this is halfway through the book. And I still have all of that. So this will easily take it through the rest of the school year. My plan is to come on here and make videos and do some plan with me's. I know there are a few people out there that plan in a composition book. And I'm always interested in seeing what they do with their book because it is different than, say, using a, Leuchtturm or some of the other planners that are out there as far as a blank planner. Some people do prefer the pre-printed planners, and I used to use one, but I need to have a place where I can, slap out some notes or, throw in a little journaling or a little note about the day. And so that's what I find with this. As far as the rest of the year goes, I may or may not switch it up in January. I've got 2 more months worth of weeklies, which is only going to take up, not that many more pages. I have many journals where I have started a new journal and I still have a lot of pages at the end. But the thing about that is, with the composition book, I don't care because it cost me literally 50 cents during back to school year at Target. So these particular planners, this one cost a little bit more at the beginning of the year because inflation, but I used to get these for 50 cents each at Target. You can't beat that. So anyway, enjoy. Have a great day. See you next time.